It's a hockey stream on episode 599 of the VIG Lounge as we are finally back. I have returned from Toronto and had an extra day hiatus because one of the few things I brought back with me that I didn't want was a cold. I guess when you go to Southern Ontario as a northerner, you wind up catching whatever the hell they have and you're not used to it. But please ignore that. If my voice isn't the best, I apologize. I'm working through it with my friend Ricola, and we're going to get through two games because I arrived too late to do game one, and yesterday I felt too sick to do game two. So here is game one of the Stanley Cup Final, the Golden Knights and Hurricanes, and can the Golden Knights go up 1-0 and be one win closer to clinching their second Stanley Cup, or will they be caught in the eye of the storm and have to be on the back foot after this game one? There's only one way to find out. Before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. With the extended introduction out of the way, let's jump right in to the Stanley Cup Final, Game 1. Go, Knights, go! Aho and Eichel meeting at center ice, and Aho wins the draw. Puck taken away by Mark Stone. He skates in on the right wing side. Over the blue line. Fires one, and it's blocked before it could get there. Back out to the blue line now for Shea Theodore. Theodore lets it go, and a save made by Freddie Anderson. Heavy chant of Let's Go Canes here at Lenovo Centre. First time the Canes have been in the Cup Final since 2006. When they won against Edmonton. Golden Knights trying to make sure that doesn't happen, and that's a perfect way to start. Shane ain't so. Theodore scored. Golden Knights lead 1-2-0 on a beauty of an unassisted goal. Right place, right time for Theodore. Puck pops out. And we're starting off the Cup Final on the right foot. I, of course, have a question for you. How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough for the Golden Knights to break the ice, baby. 1-0 here in game one. Okay, I didn't wait long enough. Hurricanes look to bring it in. Seth Jarvis. Blast and a save made by Carter Hart. He'll hang on, with Svechnikov lurking. As the Hurricanes get their first shot on goal. And the Golden Knights are ready with two. Another draw won by the Hurricanes. This time we're tied up in 2 in shots now. But only one of them has found the back of the net, and that is off the stick of the Golden Knights, Shea Theodore. Big drive by Stone. Rebound popped up, but the Canes are able to clear it. Chatfield, who's 30 years old now. I didn't realize that. It didn't seem like he was in the league that long, so I just thought that he was, maybe in his early 20s, but also found out that he became a dad, so nice for him. Too bad you're not going to show your little one what winning the Stanley Cup is like quite yet, at least. That's my hope. But congratulations to Mr. Chatfield. I hope the baby keeps him up so he's tired and makes mistakes on the ice. Stone will dump it in. Marner is around to try to collect it, but was unable to do so. Chatfield to Slavin. Now to Svechnikov. Drops it off, and that shot went wide. Golden Knights regather. Couldn't get it out, though. And again, bear in mind that my voice isn't the best. Did take some Ricola beforehand, so hopefully that'll help me get through. So I've got a second game to do after this. Carlson with a shot. Denied by Anderson. Big drive. Noah Hannafin turned aside and a battle for it in front. Chant of Go Knights Go as Jordan Stahl carries it out. Walker. Now back. Given away. And carried right back in by Colton Sissons. Sissons with a shot turned away. Rebound pops up in the air. And Anderson couldn't keep the line. So we're offside with 10:29 to go in the first. There is FredEx same-day delivery, as so lovingly called by the fantastic channel that is Hockey Psychology. Of course, I've been bugging the channel creator with each Golden Knights game. He now refers to himself by name. His name is Anthony, but I call him Tony just to bug him just a little bit for the hatred of the Golden Knights by the fan base that is not Golden Knights fans. Get it? They're ruthless, they're cutthroat, but hey, they're efficient. Barbashev out in front, speaking of. Colton Sisson settles it down, tries to get a shot away, and he's not able to. Logan Staghoven gets met by Caden Korsak. And Korsak is able to get the best of that exchange. Puck's carried in now on the right wing side by Tomas Hertl. Hertl to the net, denied by Anderson. Jordan Martineau. Carried it out. And Dorofeev attempted to try to get it all the way over the Canes line, but was unable to do so. Up the left side now to Stone. Mark Stone chips it in. Dorofeev along the wall. Knocked away by Jacob Slavin. McNabb delivers a hip check. Golden Knights collected behind their own net. Almost was going to be a pass to no one in particular, but thankfully Eichel was able to skate into it. Gets around Chatfield, and he put that one high. Back over the blue line. McNabb lets it go, and he scores! Mr. Smith with the tip in front, and it's 2-0 Vegas. What a beautiful shot that was. As McNabb lets the wrister fly, and Riley Smith was able to get a tip to get a stick on it to double the Golden Knights lead as Rod Brendamore is coming up with a battle plan. Oh man, not the 62 again. Because they updated the roster and they still haven't fixed that yet. It's very annoying. Guy was 62 for what, a game with Vegas, and EA hasn't bothered to fix that? Whatever. Hopefully they will in NHL 27, because we still have Nick Dowd as part of our team next year too, I believe. 3:59 to go here in the first. Puck knocked into the Kane zone, courtesy of a hit with Keegan Colasar. He gets a shot off at Anderson. We'll hang on to that. Doing a great job keeping the Canes at bay. Only 4 shots on goal for Carolina. And they are normally a high-volume team. Carlson won the draw, got back to Anderson, and then went into a crowd. No one was able to take advantage of it. Chatfield gets it out to Seth Jarvis. Jarvis takes a hit. And it's regathered by Mitch Marner. Up now to William Karlsson. Trying to get around Jacob Slavin. Unable to do so. Rasmus Anderson with a hip check into the boards. Golden Knights recollect. And Karlsson carries it in. William Karlsson fires one, and that goes off the stick of Anderson to the corner. Anderson collects it. Up the right wing side, or left wing side rather than Hertl. He gets one last shot on goal. And that'll do it. Golden Knights lead 2-0 after the first here in Game 1 of the Cup Final. take a look at the stats after one period of play. Shots on goal, 12-4 in favor of the VGK. They're, of course, leading 2-0, out hitting the Hurricanes 7-3. Look at that passing percentage, up over 90%. I mean, it kind of makes the face-off percentage, or the face-off losses, not hurt quite as much, considering Carolina's only at 77%, give or take, on their passing. But Vegas is leading where it counts. No penalties to speak of as of yet. And hopefully they'll keep the whistles away unless it's egregious. Because it's the Stanley Cup Final. You want to kind of have them play hard but fair, you would think. But be that as it may, the Golden Knights up 2-0 after 20 minutes. And we'll have second period action momentarily here on the VIG Lounge. Hurricanes win the draw. Puck passed forward now to the Hurricanes winger, but lost it. And the puck's dumped back in, but this might be icing, and it is, even though I think McNabb got there first. Controversial icing call, in my opinion, just like the real game one. And I'm pretty sure that was in the second period as well, but not this early. Barely a minute has gone by. Big drive, turned aside by Hart. Giveaway. And up the right wing side now, Shea Theodore carries it in. Gets around Jacob Slavin, gets a shot off at Anderson. Pounced on that with the glove, and he will hang on with 18:16 to go in period 2. By the way, the head cold notwithstanding, my trip to Toronto was excellent. Repair of the Ground was honestly probably one of the best, if not the best, concert experiences of my life. I absolutely loved the venues. Got to see many amazing bands. And one of the coolest ones was one of the venues was a church, actually. And I got to see a Finnish. Brayden McNabb with a bomb, and it's 3-0 Vegas. Praise be to number 3, and the Golden Knights are up 3-0. Point shots appear to be the name of the game, whether they're tipped or just blasted by the goaltender, 99.9 miles an hour right there, courtesy of our friends at NHL Edge Stats. But, yeah, I got to see an avant-garde black metal band, Arantse Pazuzu from Finland, and it was absolutely unreal. I will say my favorite performance actually was what closed the night on Sunday. Shoutouts to the Canadian doom metal band Tribunal. Seeing a female vocalist who also played bass and cello at the same time is honestly just one of the craziest performances I've ever seen. And shout out to the band Yellow Eyes as well. Their drummer was an absolute maniac and seemed inhuman. If I didn't know better, I would think he was the living incarnation of Goro from Mortal Kombat. Grips it and rips it. Viva Mitch Marner! 4-0. Kind of reminiscent, actually, of the first period goal in Game 1 from Nikolai Ehlers. Got a little help from the post. But that's one I think Frederick Anderson would love to have back. But I did want to mention a little bit about my Toronto trip. I ate well, too. Got to have me some Eastside Marios right at the end of the trip, which is excellent because Eastside here in Thunder Bay unfortunately shut down 2009, I want to say. Could be wrong. Food was just as I remember it. Had some other great dishes as well. Shout out to one of my friends I saw again while I was down there, originally from Thunder Bay, my friend CL, or CL and DeVille if she prefers. Either way, everybody in Toronto met me with warmth, and I definitely want to go back to Prepare the Ground next year as we Get a stoppage. Frederik Andersen is under siege. 12:43 to go in period 2. And as I mentioned before, I got to do double duty. I got to do game 2 right after this because the NHL doesn't like me. And had to schedule the final right as soon as I landed on Tuesday night. And yesterday I was under the weather, so would have been a lot worse than my voice is even now, and I know it's not perfect, so again, apologies for the scratchiness, but that's another reason how you know this is a real champ rather than the AI slop that is currently pumped out to YouTube because it's quicker to make than actual human content. Cross to McNabb, up the left side now. Dumped in by Dorofeev. Ehlers has it. Gave it away. Carried in by Mark Stone. He's being harassed by Svechnikov. Gets a shot from distance, and Andersen has that. 8:23 to go in period 2. Highlighting Jeremy Lauzon. I'm sure we know why. Boom! Yep. Truculence. Ooh, ice cream bars. Hurricanes win the draw. Jarvis. Uh-oh, Jarvis just got stepped into. Was able to get the puck into the Golden Knights zone, though. Now Jack Eichel trying to get around Jalen Chatfield, and he does! Andersen there to greet him, and makes the save with 7:12 to go in period number 2. Look at some of the Golden Knights offense from tonight. Shea Theodore certainly had himself a fantastic game. Pavel Dorofeev. Got it up the right side to Eichel. Jack Eichel trying to dance his way in. He lost it. He got it to Stone, though, and Andersen down low to make the save. Had to clean my glasses just a tad. Not going to make a difference in the face-off dot, but I'd like to see a little better than I am now. Rasmus Andersen. Bumps a Kane off the puck, but then he gets it back anyway. Rasmus Andersen brings it in now to the Kane zone. Fires one, and a save made by Freddie Andersen off of Rasmus Andersen. Same sounding name, of course, but different spelling. With Andersen for the Canes having an E, and Andersen for the Golden Knights, of course, having an O. Also, Sweden versus Denmark, so another difference there. William Karlsson finds Mitch Marner, who's already found the back of the net once tonight. Looking for another one, and he lost the puck. Couldn't get the shot off. He was poke checked from behind expertly by Jacob Slavin. I was going to assume it was Jacob Slavin. I didn't really see, but I mean, that's something he was quite profound with, so would not be out of the realm of possibility. Puck's carried in now by Tomas Hertl. Knocked away, and puck lands on the stick of Stahl. Jordan Stahl looking back, finds Jackson Blake. And that's it. Golden Knights extend the lead even further. 4-0 after 2. Huge hit by Jeremy Lauzon. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 22-6 in favor of Carolina. Only allowing them to get 2 shots in that period. That's incredible. Hits 15-6 in favor of the Golden Knights. Passing percentage went down a wee bit. Passing percentage went up for Carolina by quite a lot. And they are, of course, leading in the face-off dot 14-3. Good Lord, that's not even fair. But we're winning where it counts. 4-0 on the scoreboard. And let's see if we can extend that even further in the third. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Third period action coming at you next here on the VIG Lounge. Pass across. Up the middle, and this puck goes all the way back as Slavin touches up. 19 minutes to go here in period 3. Golden Knights scored at least 4 goals in the previous game as well. And by that I mean IRL. What a wild game that was, game 1 between the Golden Knights and Hurricanes. A lot more competitive than this version, but hey, gotta take what you can get. And I hope you guys enjoy this, especially because I'm feeling under the weather, as mentioned previously. So Blind Guy's doing the best with the material that he has and the voice that he has to try to get through not 1, but 2 games of NHL 26. Big save by Hart. Carolina looks to warm to the task here. Could be too little, too late. They got to get 1 before they get 4. Up to 9 shots now. As the Golden Knights get it back, and Stone put it high and wide. Cross to Sebastian Aho. Drops it back and across to Anderson. Brett Howden dumps it in. William Karlsson will get there first, cuts to the net, and he put it wide. Jalen Chatfield carries out for Carolina. Got it to Stahl. And Stahl said hello all as he got checked and knocked off the puck. That shot goes wide apart. Marner regathers it. Up the right wing side now to Ivan Barbashev. Barbashev turning and shooting, and he lost the puck before he could get it to go off of Stankoven. Will Carrier, former Golden Knight, denied by Hart. Probably Carolina's best chance, as they're now up to 10 shots on goal. Congratulations, it only took them nearly 2.5 periods. Barbashev with a chance, turned aside by Anderson. Now Caden Korzak with a shot side of the net for Hurdle. And Barbashev with a shot that went wide. Barbashev has it again. Back out to the blue line. Jeremy Lazon cuts to the front. Imagine if he could get a Stanley Cup playoff goal. Or Stanley Cup final goal, I should say. Just past the halfway point of period 3. Vegas with a 4-0 lead. And Keegan Colasar looks to bash it in. And he does. Collected by Nick Down. He pops up in front, redirected by Colasar. And both chances turned aside by Freddie Anderson. Shea Theodore. Cross to Riley Smith. Because I have Riley in instead of Cole. Nothing against Cole Smith. I just want to have the original misfit in the lineup, even if he is on the 4th line. Svechnikov with a couple of chances in front. Hart has been excellent. 5:40 to go, and it is now offside. As the Canes couldn't keep it in. There's the chance by former Golden Knight Will Carrier, denied by Carter Hart. Here's some work from Freddie Anderson. As he blocks that away. Up the right side, Jack Eichel finds Stone across, scores! What a beautiful passing play! And welcome to the Stone Age as Mark Stone puts the Golden Knights up 5-0. Stone just able to skate into that perfect pass from Jack Eichel and finds a home past Freddie Anderson. And it looks like we might see Kochetkov in for the remainder of this game. Stone with a backhand shot. Turned aside. Back out to the blue line. Theodore trying to let it go and knocked off the stick by Stankoven. Stankoven goes for a little pirouette. Knocked off the puck, maybe not from the original hip check, but able to get him down at least. Just over 3 minutes to go. Now it is under, as I'm saying that, correcting myself, so. Highlighting Mark Stone for his chances. He finally got one to the back of the net. There's one saved by Freddie. And here's the beautiful give and go from Eichel to Stone to the back of the net. 2:48 remaining. The drive, puck rolls back in on Hart. Pass off to Braden McNabb. Up the left side now for Pavel Dorofeev. Dorofeev across the Stone on the other side, and Kochetkov came out to challenge that. Minute 40 to go as the Golden Knights look to seal this emphatic victory here on the road and to take a 1-0 series lead in the Stanley Cup Final. Nice play by Anderson. Tried to get it up the wall, was unable to do so. Golden Knights try to get it back, and there's a goal. There's Sebastian Aho. Gets the Canes on the board. It's a little, too late. 19:06 in the third. Guess something to build on for game 2. We'll say nice shot there from Sebastian Aho. Up the right wing side and carried in by Brett Howden. Howden fires, rebound, score! Wild Bill, what a thrill! And we now return to our regularly scheduled program. 6-1 Vegas. Puck shot high and wide. Up the right side, carried in by Marner. Puck knocked away. Back to Anderson. And that shot's blocked. You can tell the Hurricanes faithful have lost faith in this matchup, at least in game 1, because the Golden Knights slay the Canes on the road in game 1 by the score of 6-1 with 6 different goal scorers spread out between the defensive forwards. This was an absolute offensive clinic by the Golden Knights to take game 1. We'll take a look at the stats here and wrap things up and then move on to game number 2. Hurricanes came on strong in the third, putting up a total of 16 shots when they only had 9 going in to the third period. But it wasn't enough. They got 1 goal, but the Golden Knights answered right back and put this game out of reach when it was 5-0. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats as well here. Shots on goal, 31-16. 16 for the Canes, as I mentioned, 31 for the Golden Knights. Hits, 27-12, favoring the VGK. We won with a passing percentage, 89.2 to 84.3. Carolina dominated the dot, but it doesn't matter. No penalties to speak of. So the Golden Knights put up 6 goals at even strength, again, from 6 different players, and got the Game 1 victory. Can we have the same momentum in Game 2 and put the Canes in a bind? Let's find out. Thank you all for tuning in to part 1 of this 2-part episode of the VIG Lounge. I will be up momentarily with Game 2. But until next time, I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a therapeutic Thursday, everybody, and go Knights, go!